welcome to the Summer Learn and Grow. This year, we'll be learning about the 6 parts of the plant. Each plant starts out as a teeny tiny seed. The seed gets planted into the dirt and grows new plants. Can you think of any seeds that we eat? I like to snack on pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. But some foods that I think of as vegetables are also seeds, like corn and beans. If we plant those into the ground, a new plant will grow. How cool is that? Next, the seed grows roots deep into the ground. Those roots suck up water and nutrients to grow a strong, healthy plant. Some roots have a second job, and they store energy for the plant. We can dig those up and eat them for ourselves, like potatoes and carrots. After the roots comes the stem. We eat some stems like asparagus and celery. They stand nice and tall for the leaves and the flower to grow from. And that brings us to the next part of the plant, the leaves. Leaves have a super important job to do. They take energy from the sun and turn it into energy and food for the plant. And then if we eat the plant, it's energy and food for us. We eat leaves like lettuce, spinach, kale, and collards. They're packed with nutrients. Our next part of the plant is the flower. Do you guys think that we eat any flowers? Believe it or not, we do. Some of my favorite vegetables, like broccoli and cauliflower, are flowers. Flowers have a super important job. Not only do they look pretty, but they attract pollinators to come pollinate the flower. Those pollinators are critical to making the next part of the plant. That's the fruit. Can you think of your favorite fruit? Are you thinking of something that's sweet and juicy? All of our fruits are fruits, but some of our vegetables are fruits too, like our tomatoes, our bell peppers, eggplants, and zucchini. Here's a tip. If there's a seed inside your vegetable, it's actually the fruit of a plant. Isn't that neat? The job of the fruit is to protect the seeds that are inside the fruit until they're ready to be planted back into the ground and grow another plant. So we just covered all 6 parts of the plant. Let's get up and review them together with some movement. Hey kids, are you ready to review the parts of the plant? We're going to do it with a little bit of movement. A plant always starts as a seed. Let's do our best impression of a seed by curling up and burrowing ourselves deep into the ground. Once the seed is snugly in the ground, it will grow roots. Let's plant our hands and our feet into the ground and grow our roots nice and long and deep into the dirt. Your roots might be straight or they might be bendy. Once the roots are in the ground, the plant will sprout a strong stem. Next, after the stem, comes the leaves. Let's balance on one foot and show the world our leaves. Next, once the leaves have produced enough energy, a flower will bloom. Let's step one foot straight back and bend our front knee and bloom up to the sky to attract all of those pollinators. Once the flower has been pollinated, it can grow a fruit. So let's do an impression of a nice, plump, sweet fruit that protects all of the seeds inside of it so that a new plant can grow again. All right, let's go through that one more time. Show me your seeds.
Roots.
Next we grow roots and sprout into a stem, and our leaves pop out and flowers bloom to the sun and grow a fruit that's ready to make new baby plants. All of this talk about plants is making me hungry. Let's head into the kitchen and see what our snack is today.
Hi friends, and welcome to the kitchen. Are you ready to figure out what we're making today? First, let's pull out our We Eat All Parts of the Plant worksheet. You can find this worksheet in the caption of the video down below. Also, I want you to take a moment and pause and see if you can label each vegetable on your own. You can also use the Grow For It handout to help you along the way. Once you get done with that, come on back and we'll review together. So today, we have our ingredients that we'll be using. Luckily, all of these come from plants. So our first ingredient is the wheat flatbread, and this comes from the seed of a wheat plant. Next, we have our root, using our garlic, which grows underground. But today we'll be using garlic seasoning. Then we have our stem. Do you remember our stem pose from our exercises earlier? Nice and tall. So we'll be using our broccoli, which here is the stalk, which is another word for the stem. And then next we have our leaves, which are basil. Next, we have our fruit of our plant, tomatoes. Do you always know what makes a tomato a fruit? Let me hear it. It contains seeds. And then lastly, we have our cheese. Yes, I said cheese. But cheese isn't a part of a plant. You're right, it isn't. It comes from a cow. So, can you guys all figure out what we're making today? So we have our flatbread, we have our garlic seasoning, our broccoli, our leaf, our basil leaf, we have our tomato sauce, and our cheese. I wonder what all these can make. If you were thinking pizza, you got the right answer. So come and join me while we make our pizza together, okay? So first things first, we need to clean our hands. So make sure you grab some soap, make sure you wipe your hands together, and put your hands under warm water for at least 20 seconds. Pause the video and then come back once your hands are clean. So welcome back. Let's gather our ingredients and let's start making our pizza. So first we're going to take our whole wheat flatbread and split it apart. Next, we're going to take our fruit of the plant, our tomato sauce, and begin spreading it. So take your spoon and just grab a dollop and put it on each slice of bread. And then use the back of your spoon to spread the sauce evenly across your bread. Then we're going to take some of our seasoning, which is our garlic, and we're just going to sprinkle a little bit across our pizza. You can spread that across there as well. Next, we're going to take some of this nice cheesy mozzarella and sprinkle it across our pizza. Like so. We got a good bit of cheese, so cheese up as much as you want. All right. So what parts of the plant are we missing? We have our seed, we have our fruit, we have our root, which is the garlic. Now we need the flower and the stem. And that's going to be our broccoli flowerets. So we're going to take some of those, put those on top as well. Get some nice green on top of there. All right. And then lastly, we'll leave our leaves for our garnish to make our pizza look all nice and pretty. So we're going to take a couple of these basil leaves, pull them right off. And I like to stack mine on top of each other, it makes it a little bit easier. So you're just gonna just stack and then tear them apart. And we're just gonna sprinkle it all over. All right. And then voila, our pizza is finished. And you can enjoy it like it is, or you can ask an adult and put it in the oven for you. Yum, I bet you guys pizza looks so delicious. Well, thank you for coming in the kitchen today and helping me make a mini pizza. It was great meeting you guys. Make sure the next time you eat any fruits or vegetables, you can figure out which part of the planet it comes from. Enjoy your summer. Bye.